Fuck up on. Hello, everyone. It really do be me. Hi. It's nice to see you. Thank you for dropping by. Give me a second. I actually didn't really want to start yet, but the thing is, I needed to do something on the game screen. So I figured I might as well start. There we go. Okay, cool. There we go. I'm all good to start now. Buckapon, hello everyone. It really do be me. Hi. It's so nice to see you. I know I said that already, but listen, shut the fuck up. We're gonna... We're just gonna keep going. I hope that you've been having a good week. It is, in fact, Thursday. Can you believe it? That's wild. So I am starting a little bit earlier today, and it's because today is Boba's stream. Today is Boba's 200 follower stream. So I'll be dragging you over, or you know, if you want to follow me over to Boba's stream once this stream is done. It'll be really cool. I think we'll be doing some like karaoke and whatever Boba has in plan, has in mind. I don't know how to speak. But anyway, okay, let's get started. We have about 2 hours before the start of the stream, so I think we could probably do like these two, like library and ghost. We're still in step 1, eh? That's crazy. Alright. Every year, the Sunset Bird Memorial Library held a summer reading program. Your moms and Lizzie were big fans of it. Mom and Mommy because it encouraged reading, and Lizzie because she could win prizes. When it came to what you thought of having to read a bunch of books and then going to the library with a competitive Lizzie... I mean, okay, so... as a wee baby, I wasn't too big on reading, I'll be real. I also have ice cream, so you know. But yeah, I didn't hate reading. So let's just say you didn't care. Enjoy ad jail. It was just something you did every year. You didn't question it much. Lizzie didn't like it when you teased her during the team quiz, but she seemed to like that you were there helping her either way. You and Lizzie went with Shiloh before, and this year you brought Cove too. His dad had been so over the moon about Cove being included that he'd driven all 4 of you. What a nice guy. You'd never been in Cove's dad's car before. It seemed a lot shinier than your mom's. Hello! Hello, Ivory! It's so nice to see you. Thank you so much for dropping by. How are you doing? After herding the group inside, Mr. Holden gave you all a wide wave with the arm that has a stingray on it. Have fun, kids. Stay inside of the librarians, you hear? I wish I could watch you in action, but your poor old dad has to finish up some work. Doing great? That's awesome to hear. I'm glad. How has your week been? It is Thursday, so it has been a couple of days into the week. Is this your first playthrough? So I've played this game offline, and so this is my first playthrough online, but I just love this game so much. I think I did Cove's route, so I kind of want to do the other ones as well.
I got it.
Hello, hi Wef, it's nice to see you. Thank you so much for dropping by. Ivory, have you played this game? I'm assuming yes. Though, I'm sure that won't get in the way. Heck, I'd probably hold you kids back. There's pointedly no reply from his son over what was likely meant as only a joke. Cove's dad seemed to deflate a bit. Yes, the entire thing. Oh, nice. Do you have a favorite? Do you have a favorite route? I'm unhealthily obsessed. And you're real for that. I understand. I understand completely. I think the only thing that I'm missing is the slightly spicy add-on from Patreon. I need to get paid first. But I'm very excited. I haven't really gone through the other routes yet, like Derek, or like Baxter. That's a lie. I think I did do Baxter's route. I just like blocked it from my memory, not because it's bad, but because I love Baxter so much. I think Baxter is my favorite. Baxter is my favorite route, or he's my favorite guy of the three. And like I was in tears the entire time. It's like a sort of running thing here on Maku Tanuki channel, where I just have like a man. Baxter makes me ill. Positive. Yeah, no, that's real. I get it. I understand. Oh my gosh. Thank you so much for the raid. What the hell? Unatanpai. That's crazy. Thank you so much. Hello, everyone. You're the tuna over kid. We're swimming in to watch your fishy boots. This is crazy. Thank you so much. Hello, Luna. It's so nice to see you. Thank you so much for dropping by, and thank you so much for the raid. I hope that you've all been doing fantastic. How are you? What were you up to? Thank you so much for sharing your community with me. Hello, everyone. Hello, Raiders. My name is Maku Tanuki. I am a silly Tanuki VTuber, and I like to play silly stuff. I like playing JRPGs, like monster collecting games especially. I also like playing visual novels, as you can see, and I enjoy crying over fictional men. So, if that is your cup of tea, I would appreciate if you would stick around and say hi, or don't. Oh my goodness, thank you so much for the follow. But yes, thank you so much for the follow. Oh my goodness gracious, what the heck? What the heck? But yes, I also do covers over on YouTube if you like that sort of thing. Regardless, it is very nice to see all of you. We were also playing Our Life. We rated because it's rare to see. I know, right? Oh my god. How far are you in the game? Oh my god, we love this game so much. I love fictional men. Oh my god, I also love fictional men. I get so normal about fictional men. I was just saying to Ivory earlier that like I played through this game offline previously. I've played through Cove and Baxter's route, and I wanted to go through Derek's, but like also because this is my first time playing this online, I also don't mind going through the other two routes first. But I straight up forgot. I straight up fucking forgot that I straight up forgot that I did Baxter's route because I purged that from my memory. Because I spent the majority of that route crying because I love Baxter so much. He's my favorite. Frothing all the time. Yes, exactly. You understand. Exactly. Do you have a favorite route? Also, oh my gosh, I really do appreciate the raid and everything, but you know, I don't know how long you were streaming for or whatever, but like honestly, if you feel like you need to raid and run, please by all means take care of yourselves. I appreciate it so much that you dropped by today. Oh god, I wish I could purge it so I could play it blind again. Or to play Our Life blind again. Right? Sorry, I'm also eating ice cream. I'll come around again when the shindig ends. Yeah, You can go home now.
Aw.
You don't have to throw me out the door. Your sister, already in full competition mode, cut him off. For once, Cove looked grateful she was there.
Come on!
Come on! We have to go find a table, Mr. Holden. You can talk to Cove after when we win.
I'm only Cove right now. I've friendzoned everyone else in their DLCs. Is crazy. Oh, I love that guy. You're real for that. I understand. You're so real for that. I'm sorry that like you're just seeing me like move the thing around. By the way, do you take visual novel Rex? Yes, honestly, please, by all means. I don't play visual novels as much as I should, to be quite honest. But I love them. I love them truly and truly. Okay. See you in about an hour. Have fun. Did I say that already? My advanced age is really catching up to me now.
Bye.
Bye, Dad. Bye, son. The four of you watched him shuffle out the library, glancing over his shoulder at Cove more than once. Oh, this poor guy. You also play a ton of visual novel demos, much to the detriment of my chat. Honestly, that's so real of you. Which ones have you played? Oh my gosh, I don't remember what the title is, unfortunately. The title is escaping me, but there's a visual novel where the demo came out and I played it offline. I should have played it online, honest to God. But it was the one where you meet up with like an online friend and it turns out that they are a yandere. Like I don't want to say how the demo ends. But it's so fun. It was such a cool thing, and I'm so excited for that game to come out. I wish I remembered what it was called. The four of you watched him shuffle out of the library, glancing over his... Oh, I said that.
Bye, Mr. Holden. Thank you for bringing us.
Thanks, Lizzie.
I don't know what you're thanking me for.
Are you copying Shiloh? Distracted, Cove was already glancing around the gigantic library. From the top of my head, Mushroom Oasis, Serial Killer, Delicious Date, Bloomin' Panic, Bloody Painter, Online Obsession. Yes! Online Obsession, that's the one. It's so good. Okay, hold on. Let me write this shit down because I'm gonna fucking forget it. I'm gonna forget. I'm gonna straight up forget. Just give me a second. Let me just... You know, I played the demo of Online Obsession and it was so fun. I really, really liked it. Okay. Mushroom, Oasis, Serial Killer, Delicious Date, Bloomin' Panic, and Bloody Painter. Thank you so much for the Rex. I appreciate it. If you haven't played Exo Droplets, it's the original source of both Jeremy and Shiloh, who made cameos in our life. Okay. There are dating sim management mechanics on the original, so if you prefer a different ending, visual novels is XOXO Blood Droplets. That's a Yandere spin-off. Ooh. Oh. I was also found through our live streaming. Honestly, I love that for all of us. Heck, Jeremy, I don't care. You gotta glow up. You can eat my scales. It's crazy work. That's crazy work. Give me a second. Let me actually, like... Whoa. Follow. Nice. I'm just realizing, is your picture Baby Cove? Oh my goodness! Thank you so much for the sub. What the heck? That's crazy. Thank you so much, Glitch. I appreciate it. I'm gonna microwave him as wild work. Hello? Take him away, and Shiloh, that bucket hat boy is a gaslighter. Yes. Shiloh's a bit of a mess. Yo, Hero. Hi, Slow. It's nice to see you. We're discussing visual novels. It's been a hot second, Slow. I know I took a bit of a break last week, but like, yeah, it's been a hot second. Yum, yum, yum. Sorry, I'm also eating ice cream. I want to go explore. What? I said I want to go look around and see what's in here. I've still not been able to finish Baxter's route, but I finished Cove's twice and Derek's once. That's so funny. Offline, I've done Cove's route once and Baxter's route once. I haven't done Derek's yet. I started streaming around the time that I was doing that, so I was like, oh, you know, maybe this will be a good idea to just kind of go through. Baxter's route intimidates me as wild work. I must lurk to eat. Have a good stream. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for the raid, Runa. I hope that you have a good meal. I don't know what time zone you're in, but I hope that you have a good meal. You're planning to sub to the GB Patch Patreon as well. There's an extended beta of XOX Bloodlets. The game was never finished, unfortunately, cast aside in favor of Our Life. I'm very excited for the next Our Life game. I've gotten sucked into Monster Hunter Wilds, so that's why I've been MIA since your return. You're so real for that, honestly. I get that. I should play Monster Hunter Wilds more than I have. It's just that, like, there's so many things that I want to do, and I'm mentally ill. I literally took a break last week from streaming to play Monster... Was it last week? I don't even remember. I literally took a week off to play Monster Hunter Wilds. And I ended up not doing that because I played Monster Hunter Wilds, didn't play as much as I wanted, but I did so many other things. Like, I took a classical art sketching class. It was kind of wild. I mean, overall, great break. I've been beta testing the new Our Life via the Patreon, but I have not touched Blood Droplets. Ooh, Our Life demo is out. But I refuse to play it because I want to go in blind. You know, you're real for that. I'm so excited to see it. I saw, like... I want to so bad. I want to, like, go into it. Like, I should, honest to God. I don't know. I quite like Jeremy. Jeremy's so sweet. Cove is still here. I thought you killed him. That's wild work. Why would you think that I killed him? What? He's just a guy.
But the quiz starts soon. That's why we came.
Wide at the first signs of conflict, Shiloh's eyes darted between Lizzie and Cove. Then you can do it without me, right? You don't need a bunch of people.
Didn't your dad say to stay with the librarians? You shouldn't go somewhere by yourself.
Cove leveled an unimpressed stare at the both of them, then his eyes met yours.
Hey. Why are you looking at her?
Maku is with us. I want to, like, very quickly mention, very quickly. So, the way that I'm playing this game, I'm kind of following Maku lore. Currently, Maku, the MC Maku, goes by, she, her pronouns. I no longer go by she, her pronouns. Just to be clear. I have a Cove plushie, and every time I look at him, I get ill. No, that's so real. Okay. Real. Because, I don't have a Cove plushie, but I have, like, Sebastian from Stardew Valley, and I'm so normal. Lord Doko. Listen. I need to put him in a can crusher is wild. Yeah. No. I get that.
Why are you looking at her? Maku is with us.
Sebastian mentioned. I see that I'm among my people here. Cove is maxing them edgy loner anime boy stats. Please, he's just a guy.
Maku can come if she wants to.
Cove's idea is more fun. I'll stick with Lizzie. I'd rather go exploring. The quiz sounds better. I love Cove so much, but I love trivia. I wanna, but I love Cove so much. I love trivia games. Please. Go, please. The quiz sound... But I don't want to say that the quiz sounds better. Cove Holden calls you a nerd live footage. Yeah, he really would.
Alright, Maku, what are you, a nerd?
Thanks. Let's just go over to Cove. You walked over to Cove, averting your eyes from Lizzie, yeah?
Seriously?
Cove looked surprised, but happy at the same time. You'd never really thought about exploring the library before. It sounded like more fun than the same old thing.
Ugh, fine. Let's go, Shiloh. Okay.
Her arms folded, your sister stormed off. Shiloh had to race to keep up with her. Cove Holden bullies you like in high school jock ASMR. It's crazy work. I feel like Cove bullying me would end with him crying. You know what I mean? I feel like we would be sharing some tears. I thought Cove was the little kid. Yeah, this is Cove, the green-haired guy. He would sob like a baby. He would.
She cares a lot about that.
That's just how Lizzie is, haha.
I don't like it. Since you've been here a lot before, we could play hide and seek.
Hide and seek? Not exploring?
Yep. If I'm searching for you and you're searching for me, we'll really have to look at everything.
No, the blue hat kid. That's Shiloh. Alright, lads, now to the graphic novel section. Yeah, right? It's time to read manga. You weren't entirely sure. Time to read Naruto or something. I don't know. I read a lot of Shaman King back in the day. You weren't entirely sure of how effective that would be, but couldn't say he was totally wrong.
I'll hide first.
Decision made, Cove took off towards the back of the library. You'd already agreed to play with him instead, so you covered your face and waited for 10 seconds. When you looked up again, he was nowhere to be seen. You glanced over the way he went. Cove hadn't had much time to hide, but he was already invisible. I can hear very vaguely my dog. Chopin, honey. Chopin, please. So, just in case the microphone is picking her up, and I'm imagining that it is. So, I crate my dogs in the evening, and one of them is a puppy. Her name is Chopin. My dogs are named Chopin and Mozart. But, Chopin is a little baby, and she gets a little excited when she hears that people are still awake in the evening, so then she starts kind of like barking sometimes. She's fine. She just, she's just in her crate. So if you hear her, she's perfectly fine. She's just want to be clear. Those are such cute names. What babies? Yeah, they're little babies. We got Chopin in December, and then Mozart is turning 3 this year. First thing I've ever said about Shiloh is that he looks edible and that I could probably tap on his head and he'd jiggle like some jello is crazy shit. That's crazy work. I used to read it in Viz Shonen Jump magazine. Oh, hell yeah. Shaman King? Can Mozart play Mozart? He likes listening to Mozart. He also... I think he's pretty much okay with all types of music, with the exception of, like, well, I don't really play, like, death metal at home over the speakers, right? If I'm listening to metal music, it's going to be in my headphones, so I don't bother anyone. But whatever music I play out loud on speakers, he's pretty chill with. I wanted to teach him, like, the most basic thing. Like, just tapping on the piano. Not necessarily, you know, obviously not going to be teaching him how to play an actual Mozart piece, but, you know, just tapping on the piano. He didn't want to do that, so, yeah, that's fair. You glanced over towards the way he went. Cove hadn't had much time to hide, but he was already invisible. The place you decided to check was next to a Peter Pan poster beside the fairy tale display behind the solar system model. Okay, so as a baby, think of the money though. Yeah, real, right? As a baby, I was a big fan of Peter Pan. Yeah, Shaman King, One Piece, Yu Yu Hakusho. Though I didn't actually finish Shaman King until like 3 years ago before the remake anime. That's fair. I don't think I actually finished the Shaman King manga either, to be honest. Okay, as a baby, I think we're 8, right? We're 8 years old? Yeah, at 8 years old, I think I would probably go towards the Peter Pan poster. The library had lots of little hidey holes all over the place along the walls. Your mom called them alcoves. Every single one had its own cool, shiny book poster next to it. This one had Peter Pan and a young girl flying through the sky, 2 younger kids trailing behind them. It was captioned, Wendy Darling's First Flight, in big, bold letters. Huh, that must be Wendy. But this wasn't where Cove was, at least not originally. Cove poked his head out of a tiny little seating area. Yeah, with her brothers Michael and John. Even having assumed that he was in there, you still jumped a little bit, which made Cove grin. I came out, but I guess it's still over.
Okay.
Your turn now. I'm gonna cover my eyes and count to 10. I promise I won't peek. While Cove had his eyes securely behind the palm of his hands, you went to go hide by the fire awareness station is crazy work. Near the stuffed animals, under the giant piece of fruit, by the outlaw and the fantasy, and near the toddler books. Near the stuffed animals is correct. There was a place near the toddlers books with lots of stuffed animals for kids to play with. The hide and seek segment gives you the answers to the trivia segments, and it's genius. You're right. I haven't played in a while, so this is very exciting. Cove looks exactly like Maku. Are you sure? Are you sure, Omi? There was a place near the toddlers books with lots of stuffed animals for kids to play with. The tiniest section among the boxes of toys and beanbags was almost out of sight if you didn't check closely. It was a perfect place to blend in, and for a little while, you did just that. That way, you know he can't see you. That's crazy! Unfortunately, all those stuffed animals were also your downfall. As soon as you took a breath and leaned back, one of their press-to-talk sensors went off.
Oh dear, I'm late for a very important date. I'm late for a...
Like a super spy detective on the trail of a diabolical supervillain, which in this case was probably you. Cove was there as soon as the white rabbit started squeaking. Wow, that's loud. Oh no! Clearly entertained by your dramatic pretend feint, Cove laughed. I wear glasses, I know the tech is wild work. Taking someone's glasses during hide and seek is diabolical. That's silly. Thanks, I know. That's my entire thing here. He laughed again. He wiggled in his spot far away from the rabbit and gestured to the rest of the library.
All right.
It's my turn again. Start counting so I can go pick a spot. I would do that is wild. You guys are relentless. Okay. Cove darted off before you even had a chance to fully close your eyes. They won't ever find me. 1 Mississippi. When the time was up, he was long gone. Again. There were still a lot of good places to hide, so you figured he was in all the old Christmas stuff, next to the Kid Detective poster, behind the Willy Wonka statues. You stole fizzy lifting drinks. I think that's so funny. Hold on. Why do they have Willy Wonka statues? He must be next to all the Willy Wonka statues, you thought. And you were right. Cove was standing there looking at them. You must have missed him in the crowd at first sight. But he wasn't really hiding at all.
Oh, hey. These are creepy.
The statues were made of brass, Lizzie had told you once. Apparently, they were all the kids that had gone to Willy Wonka's chocolate factory. All of them? That's crazy. Like, the book was the book, Charlie and the Chocolate Factory. The kids were like messed up after. Were they like figures of them from the book or from like the movie with Gene Wilder? I'm not gonna take any like criticisms here. The Gene Wilder Charlie and the Chocolate Factory movie, amazing movie. One of my favorites, in fact, Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory. So I'm gonna assume it's based on the book versions of the cast. Okay, so we're gonna go through the assumption that it's the book version. That's fucked up. That's fucked up. Charlie Bucket, Augustus Gloop, Veruca Salt.
I was gonna hide here, but they're too weird. Let's keep playing. I'm doing good.
He put his hands over his eyes, but before you could run off again, a librarian approached the two of you. The library is a disguised Willy Wonka temple. That's extremely cursed. That's extremely cursed.
Ah, kids, I've been looking for you.
Cove peeked between his fingers at the stranger.
Us?
You must be Cove. Your dad told me he was waiting by the entrance.
Cove blinked, mouth opening like he was going to say something, then glanced down at his pink cast. It was a pretty clear giveaway.
Sure.
Is my sister Lizzie with them? She's taller than us and has orange hair. You're Maku, right?
You nodded.
Whew! I found both of you at once.
I don't like musicals like that, but I do love the songs in Willy Wonka, especially Pure Imagination. Oh my god, I love that song.
Come with me, and you'll see a world of lowered expectations. That's right. That's right. She's with him, and the little guy with freckles. Come on, let's go get you reunited so we can close up for the night.
Ready to go home, you and Cove followed him up front, where the ragtag group of family members and Shiloh were all waiting.
Hey! There you are!
She was pouting. You could tell from all the way across the room, and it was only that much more obvious as you got closer.
Did you win?
We came in second.
Hey, gang. I thought you'd have been with them the whole time, Cove. I'm glad you didn't just go off by yourself, at least. Cove glanced over at you, then back up at his dad.
Yeah. Me too.
A broad smile spread over Mr. Holden's face.
That's...
Even so... Next time, you should...
Cove? Cove? Cove's dad looked around, slightly frantic, but Cove, just like always, had snuck off without thinking to say anything.
He's leaving! Cove's trying to be the first one to the car!
My niece is too, and she'll ask me to sing at least once every time she sees me. That's so sweet, Slow. What the hell? That's so cute. That's so cute. Yeah, I know you meant pure imagination. That's so sweet. With a sudden burst of speed, Lizzie darted for the exit, still in Victor to be mode, even for something like a race to ride in the front seat. There was nothing else for the three of you to do except head after them, pretending the librarians hadn't noticed all the commotion. Though Lizzie had been victorious in claiming a window seat in the car, you could tell by her crossed arms and occasional pout that she still had not forgiven your betrayal. Cove had sighed when he had to sit in the middle after Lizzie shot past him at the last second, but he cheered up as soon as you hopped in the seat next to him. Did you say you came in second place? That's some good going.
No.
No, it's not.
She levied another glare at you over her shoulder.
Sure.
Sure. Striving to improve is good too.
I was winning in our game.
Hardly. I was about to beat you.
Hide and seek with just you two? That doesn't even count as winning.
Why?
Why not?
It's not special. There's no judges or prizes. You eyed the seat that she'd fought so hard to win. That wasn't much of a prize either.
Dad.
Yeah? You could see Cove's dad's eyes in the rearview mirror, suddenly attentive at his son's call.
We need a prize.
Oh! As a matter of fact, Mr. Holden focused intently on the road ahead as though a suitable reward to please Cove might appear before him. Just hating for no reason. Yeah, real. I love Lizzie. She's so silly. Dilf. Hi, Fluzzy. It's nice to see you. Ah! It's so nice to see you, Fluzzy. But yeah, this is a Dilf. We love Mr. Holden. How are you, Fluzzy? It's nice to see you. I'm so happy. Right. The big thing on the flyer for this was the chance to get a free pizza coupon, wasn't it? How about I call up a takeout place and we can have pizza at home for dinner? Chillin'? Oh, hell yeah. We love chillin'.
Lizzie huffed, pulling her arms closer to her chest. Great! Now only Cove gets anything good.
Hey there. I'll ask all your moms if it'd be alright if you kids have some. Thanks, Cove's dad.
Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Holden. Yeah, thanks, Dad.
I love your little creature. It's my favorite. You're welcome. I do what I can. But you really should have stuck with the group. The quiz would have been fun. That was the plan when I dropped you off.
We stayed together and didn't leave the library.
I'm glad for that. I am. Well, there's a lot of trouble you can get into even if you do have a buddy along for the ride. Just be careful next time. I worry about you, and I bet Maku's parents wouldn't want her to run off unexpectedly either. Okay, son?
Okay.
Okay.
That's my boy. Now, enough guff from your old dad. Let's decide what kind of toppings we're gonna get. What kind of toppings do you guys enjoy on a pizza? I'm a big fan, not to be Canadian on Maine, but I'm a big fan of Canadian pizza. So that's pepperoni, mushrooms, and bacon crumble.
Pepperoni!
Sounds good. Anything else? And the conversation continued from there, with debates on what was the best to put on a pizza for the rest of the drive. Mr. Holden wanted anchovies, and the other 3 kids in the car had to band together to explain how gross they were. I mean, they're fine. The way Cove's dad laughed up in the front seat made you wonder if he was doing it on purpose. Can't go wrong with extra cheese and sausage. Oh, hell yeah. You're so real for that. We love cheese and sausage. You had a fun day already, but closing it out with the promise of free pizza after all, and more time to hang out with Cove made it even sweeter. You were glad you decided not to do the quiz this time and were already getting curious about how things would play out next year. Awesome. Okay, let's do this one. The night was incredibly still. You really couldn't ignore how silent it was. It was almost eerie. You could even hear Lizzie snoring in the next room over. It was hard to believe how much of a blur today was. Summer sure did slip right past you. You flicked through the moments like pages in a scrapbook as you laid in bed. The ones that stuck out all seemed to include your new neighbor, Cove. It was funny how he had become such a big part of your life in such a short span of time. You thought a lot about what adventures you could have tomorrow until sleep started to catch up to you. Then you heard something scrape against the window. It wasn't that uncommon for the wind to push a tree branch against the glass. Summer breezes were the worst sometimes. But the more you tried to ignore it, the louder it seemed like it became. It was like something was trying to get your attention. What affection and directness level did you choose, by the way? I think I chose fond, and I think I chose I like him. Like, I think it was like comfortable and fond. I think that was what it was. It wasn't like crush, and it wasn't like, what's the word? It wasn't like uncomfortable or anxious. We're just chilling. Do those actually have like a big effect on the overall game? Or the interactions? You lifted your head off the pillow to get a better look. Nothing was there. Nothing you could see, at least. You just went back to bed. It was only your imagination. You had to investigate the mysterious sound. It's too creepy to ignore. They changed bits and pieces of dialogue. Oh, that's really cool. I wouldn't investigate the sound, but I also wouldn't go back to bed. Honey, I love you so much. Please shut up. Okay. You had to investigate the I guess. You practically jumped out of bed and crept down the stairs to go outside. Your moms were still awake. They stayed up so late, it seemed. Luckily, they were watching TV and didn't hear the soft click of the front door opening as you slipped past. Oh my god, I just left I left the building! You looked around the neighborhood for a few seconds, checking over each individual house. I left the building, sis! I wouldn't have this audacity as a baby. This is so scary. It looked normal, but it didn't feel that way. You knew you weren't supposed to be out here right now. It scared you. Homie, this is so scary. You didn't know what had come over you. If something bad happened, no one would know where you had gone, and the thought of that made your stomach tighten in fear. The ease with which you had slipped out only served to make you feel worse. Your moms didn't need to be vigilant because they had trusted you not to do exactly what you were doing.
Max.
I forgot that we went with Max. Possessed by the plot. Yeah, real. Max! You twitched at the sudden call, immediately calming down upon seeing Cove walking up to you. It was strange, and yet also completely normal to have him appear like this right now.
What are you doing? I saw you standing around in the middle of the street from my window.
You weren't sleeping either. Why not?
Cove turned up his lips to smile, almost as if he were amused by the question.
Because...
I'm glad you're here, buddy. Whatever the reason is, at least you were no longer alone in the dark.
Why?
Why?
I heard a strange noise.
You too? That's why I was up.
Cove hesitated for a moment, looking down the street before his aquamarine eyes fell on you again.
Did it scare you?
Yeah.
It's okay.
I'm a huge baby, dude. Like, I'm so scared of everything. To this day. It's messed up.
Me too. But, it's okay. Nothing's gonna happen.
You could see Cove was trying to be brave for your sake, and it made you feel a little better.
I was kind of wondering if it was the wind, but what if it's not? What if it's a person? What if it's something that's not a person?
The unsettling noise suddenly rushed through the air. Cove and you flinched.
Sounds even worse than before.
You were about to agree with him when the noise came yet again, tearing through the still night. The two of you rapidly looked around, trying to find the source, but to no avail. There was no sign of an answer to this puzzle. You thought that it could be anything. It had to be a ghost. There's gotta be a regular reason for it. Okay, as a child and also right now. As a child and also as a grown-ass adult, I would say it's a fucking ghost. Invisible, creepy thing luring children from their beds? Had to be a monster. The thought terrified you down to the bones and you regretted leaving the safety of your nice warm bed. You shakily inched towards Cove. He was there for you, and right now you were counting on that. He's so sweet.
Hey, can you tell where it's coming from?
Not really.
Then we'll have to look more, somewhere else. Maybe we'll see something.
Yo, it's Pennywise. Stay away from the sewer grates. It's crazy work. I hate that. I hate that.
Okay, let's go.
As you walked the familiar streets of your neighborhood, fear coursed through your veins. When the hand brushed against his, you realized that you hadn't been the only one who had tried closing the gap. Shadows cut corners and angles where you didn't expect them, distorting the features you saw every day. The noise came again, shrill and hard. It set your teeth on the edge the way it ground its way through you. Cove's throat bobbed. His eyes glistened in the dim light. You ran to hide behind Cove. I'm a little baby. With a noise that escaped you in a sort of shriek, you darted behind Cove, using him as a human shield.
Maku!
Holding onto the back of his shirt, you used it to keep him in front of you, even when he awkwardly tried to spin around in order to see you.
You can come out. Here.
He lifted his uncasted hand up to where you could see it. You accepted his hand. I hear my child crying. Chopin, honey, it's fine. You carefully slid your hand into his, and though your palms were both clammy, you held on tight. You couldn't explain why, but it made you feel stronger, and you felt like you were ready to continue on now. Why aren't we going back inside the house, homie? Why aren't we going back inside the house? Me and the bad bitch I pulled by using him as a human shield. Me and the bad bitch I got by being a baby coward. Your fingers locked around each other even tighter. This is so sweet. I know we're both terrified, but it's so sweet.
So...
Where did you want to check?
Why would I go anywhere? I want to go back inside my house. The park is so far and so scary. People drown at the beach. I mean, I guess the hill's behind my house, I guess. You and Cove ascended the hill, lit only by the stars in the night sky. The wind rippled through the grass and ruffled your hair. Without the sun's light to translate what you were seeing, every bush in the distance looked like a creepy figure or a towering monster. The noise was just as loud here as it was in your neighborhood, with just as little indication behind the cause. Alright, let's go back. Let's go back. Time to go back. A thread of fear slithered its way into your stomach, and you found it hard to swallow down the lump that had formed in your throat. You silently pulled on Cove to get his attention and indicated for him to follow as you backed away slowly. He nodded with understanding. The two of you crept back to the neighborhood together, as quiet as a pair of field mice, and when you finally reached the safety of the sidewalk, you let out a breath of relief. Your hands were still shaking, but you took a moment to look up and down the street. It made you shudder to think about what might have been out there, watching you through the dark. That was enough adventure for one night. You and Cove instead kept going down the road towards home. The two of you came to a halt outside of your front door. Never before had it looked so ominous.
Now, to sneak back inside. Do you sneak out a lot?
Lots. You were lying. Lots. You're telling the truth. It's so funny. This is the first time.
Yeah, I've never tried to do it till now. Thought so.
How'd you know?
I hadn't seen you out of my window this late before. That was fair. Though it could have been possible you were just so good at sneaking that this was the first time he had caught you. Are you worried about getting caught?
No.
He was so forthright that you believed him completely. But your dad, won't he get mad or sad if he catches you? He's never happy with what I do. Oh. Just the result. Oh. Damn. You stayed out of it is wild. You didn't know how to react. This is correct. I don't know it. Not knowing how to respond, you went back to staring at your front door. Alright, I'm going in.
Bye.
Okay. Good night. Good night, Cove. Thank you for coming with me tonight. Not sure I could have done it by myself. I wanted to go with you. Oh my god, he's so sweet. He's such a sweet kid. You beamed at him. You turned the doorknob as slowly as a clock's minute hand, holding your breath for the telltale click of the lock, then nudged it open. Do we just, like, not keep our doors locked? Like, what's going on here? When all that happened was the door opening rather than the blaring alarms that you'd feared, you melted with relief. Back inside your house, you were surprised to find your mom still watching TV. Weirder still, it looked like they were on the same shows they were watching before you left. Yet you were positive you'd been out investigating for hours. It was probably like, what, 5 minutes? Perhaps you could use their distraction to your advantage, but if you could just get up the stairs, you would be safe from suspicion. But how could you get there? You tried to sneak past, you decided to walk into your house nonchalantly. You couldn't. You just walk into the house. Sometimes the best thing you could do is to hide in plain sight. You strode across the room in the direction of the staircase. Maku? Your moms knew you were up, but they had no idea why. They abandoned the couch in their show to hurry over. They were still in a state of surprise. You weren't in trouble yet.
Are you okay?
What are you doing down here, sweetie? Did you have a bad dream?
I think I'll just fuck it. Or fucking tell the truth, whatever. If there's one thing I don't lie about, it's me sneaking out outside. But I'll be right back, really quick. I'm gonna put my ice cream back in the freezer before it fucking melts. I'll be back. I'm back. Hi. I'm back. I got a 7-Up. I'm gonna have the worst stomach pain later, but it's okay. It's worth it. I told the truth.
I went out to find what was causing a noise.
Time seemed to drag as the color drained from your mom's faces. Yeah, real. You guys just let me leave.
Huh?
Out where? Out of your bedroom? That's what you mean, right? You pointed to the front door, confirming their worst fears. Mommy remained frozen in shock while Mom launched into lecturing mode.
Maku Tanuki, it is not safe to be out at this time of night by yourself. If something was wrong, you should have come to us. I thought you knew better than that. I trusted you to know better than that. Anything could have happened to you. If we don't know where you are, it's a lot harder to keep you safe.
Her voice was soft, yet it still cut deep. You pawed at the ground with your feet. What they were saying made sense.
It was scary. I don't like being scared. I just wanted to see what was there.
Sweetie.
Honey.
Mommy wrapped her arms around you, cradling the back of your head. You clung to her.
You're brave for facing your...
Oh my goodness, thank you so much for the follow. Oh my god, I appreciate it, Ivory.
Sip, sip. You're brave for facing your fears, but you need to be smart too. It was scary because it might possibly have been something dangerous, right? That kind of worry is something you should tell us about. Okay. Oh my god, hooray, hooray!
Mom shook her head with a sigh.
Let's get you back in bed where you belong.
Right, and we'll have a talk about this in the morning. What is this creature? What matter of creature is this? What being is this? Is this is this an elephant? I'm just taking it in right now. I don't know what this is. 7-Up, fresh and clean, no caffeine, haha. You pulled a face at that, but didn't protest. All things considered, they could have been much harder on you. Car salesman. It kind of has car salesman energy. You're right. Once your moms had left, you turned over the night's adventure in your mind. It was still hard to believe that you'd really done it. Sure, you were going to get a talking to tomorrow, but it had been a night that you'd never forget, for better or worse. You hoped that Cove had gotten home okay, though he hadn't been worried. Being told off was never fun. Wriggling down deeper underneath the sheets, your thoughts turned to the unsolved mystery. You and Cove had only just begun to scratch the surface of it. Maybe you'd solve it, and maybe you wouldn't, but what mattered was that you'd shared the experience with each other. The creature wants to talk to you about the car's extended warranty as well. This, slaps the car, can fit so much warranty into it. You were still so energized by the night's excitement that you tossed and turned in bed for some time, thinking up theories to share with Cove when you next saw him. Fuck. Sleep eventually claimed you, but the adventure merely resumed in your dreams. In the morning, the lecture continued, but ultimately, your moms let you off with a warning. It had been pretty unusual circumstances after all. You later learned Cove didn't end up in trouble for the nightly escapade either. It was unclear whether that was because his dad chose not to punish him or if Cove got away with it. As for the sounds that started this all, the adults were convinced it was nothing more than the wind. For your imaginative mind, that wasn't nearly enough. How could they accept something so simple so easily? Maybe it's make more sense when you were grown up, too. Thought we were only going to be able to do 2 today. Turns out we might be able to do 3. As like a fun little reminder, I will be meeting over with Boba on her stream whenever it starts. I don't know when. I'm under the understanding that Boba's stream is going to start at around 9, which is in about an hour for me. So I'll be dragging you over to Boba's stream. If you are over here on Twitch, if you're over on YouTube, you should still come over to Boba's stream. She's celebrating her 200 follower milestone. But yeah, let's continue on with barbecue. I was a huge baby. I still am. I hear a scary sound in the nighttime, and I just hide. I just stay in bed and pretend that that didn't happen. Oh no. I'm a big baby. You'd been brought along to the big park today. The big park today, which did an excellent job of living up to its title. I love that it's just called the big park. The park near your house, with its lonely playground equipment, wasn't even a quarter of the size of the expansive grass and trees that lay before you now. As it wasn't the next town over and too far for you to walk by yourself, you didn't get to visit it much, and so you soaked up the environment. Another difference between this park and the one in your neighborhood was that this one had visitors other than you, Lizzie, Shiloh, and Cove. Today it was the busiest you'd ever seen it, thanks to a community get-together luring people in from all over the local area with the promise of barbecue and fireworks. Your family and Coves were just two of many. What seemed like dozens of cars were parked up already when you arrived. When you saw Cove hesitate as he took in the growing gaggle of strangers... Sorry, give me a second. I don't know how to read. I don't know how to read. Sorry, give me a second. By your mommy, Lizzie bounced on the balls of her feet, barely containing her excitement. You saw Cove hesitate as he took in the growing gaggle. I read that already. What the fuck? Okay, the crowd made you nervous. You couldn't wait for the fireworks. You looked forward to meeting more kids. You'd rather have stayed home. Your tummy was already rumbling for the food to come. Even if it was bigger, this park wasn't as special as the one back home. Okay, so as a child, I would be more excited about the fireworks. I was a lot more extroverted as a child than I am today. So we're gonna go for couldn't wait for the fireworks. It was gonna be so cool. Mommy had told you that the people running the community event weren't charging for it, but she wanted them to get something in return. Which is why you'd not been allowed to touch the beautifully iced cupcake she had carried on her lap during the drive over. It was a special treat for them. It'd be like that. It do be that way. It's true. Every time the car made a turn, she'd clutch the box tight enough for her knuckles to strain, much to everyone else's amusement. Mr. Holden's contribution to the party, a huge pack of juice boxes, was tucked under his arm after being retrieved from the car's trunk. You bet there had been no such dramatics around the cargo getting here in one piece, but the boxes did lack the beautiful shimmer of Mommy's treasured cupcakes.
Okie dokie.
Everyone all set?
Should be. Did you put sunscreen on before we left? Yeah, I always do. You don't have to tell me. Mr. Holden deflated. This poor guy. Pokemon, an ad break is starting. Enjoy ad jail, everyone. His attempt at caring for his son rebuffed, but he triumphed with a smile.
Good kid.
Good kid. I don't want you getting burned or dehydrated either. It'll be a busy day.
Well,
Don't think there's gonna be any risk of that second part. Mom nodded at the tables up ahead, laden with all kinds of fruits and drink. Fruits? Oh my god, I don't know how to read. Food and drink. She was right. There was plenty to go around. The parents headed over with you. And Liz and Cove trailing after them. A bunch of grown-ups were clustered around there, chatting, but you were more intrigued by what was on the tables. Some of it was familiar. Chilled meat, sliced vegetables, big bags of chips. But there was a lot that you didn't recognize. Your moms had said that you weren't to touch the food until they said it was time to eat. You didn't see the harm in just taking a little. You wanted to listen to the rules. You didn't want to risk getting caught. Is real. That's real. It'd be bad if you got in trouble before the event had even started. You saw that Mommy and Mr. Holden had deposited the food and drink they'd brought. Mommy gave the cupcakes one final worried look before turning to you with a smile. Since that's the topic at hand, how about we freshen up with something to drink?
Yeah! That'd be great.
Along with the ones out, there was a giant cooler on the ground, stuffed full of cans of soda, boxes of juice and milk, as well as bottles of water. Your drink was... Oh my god, it's Kumo! Your drink was Kumo!
Oh, whoa. Oh, my god, hi.
Hi.
When I saw your message, I was asleep. I was passed out. And when I woke up, I saw that you went live, and I was like, "Oh my god, Maku's live. Let me open the stream." And then I saw your message. So hi.
It's okay. Oh my god. So for everyone, I messaged Kumo before the stream because Kumo is extremely normal about Cliff.
Yeah, I am. I'm very normal.
Yeah, so I figured, it'll be so fun because we're gonna be going over to Boba stream together anyway. So I was like, yeah, if you want to come in, I'll be here, chilling. If you don't want to join in, it's okay. I feel so bad.
And now I'm here.
Now you're here.
I feel so bad.
I'm watching two streams
An
at the same
hour?
time. Somehow both of them have ads at the same time. I'm ill. Oh no!
Oh no!
Oh no, Ivory!
Hi, Slow.
I
Oh
hope
my god.
I hope your ad. Sari says that the ad jail is done, so I hope that ads are done. I hope that you had some okay ads.
Yeah. Or alternatively, you could subscribe to the Maku Tanuki channel.
Pay for our education.
Pay for our education.
I've said it a couple of times. I don't know how to read. Yeah, sure. Normal is totally the first thing I called you guys. Shut the goddamn fuck up, Justin. Hi, it's nice to see you.
Hi, Justin. Also, yeah, what else would you call us? The
It's
fuck?
true. What else would you call
We're
us?
just normal.
We're just normal. Normal little guys.
What other option is there?
Alright, so there's soda, there's water, there's juice, and there's milk. So it depends on the fucking soda and it depends on the juice. I would never pick, as a child, I would never pick water and I would never pick milk at a fucking picnic. Hello?
Who drinks just straight milk at a picnic? Hello?
If I was handed like a little carton of chocolate milk, I wouldn't say no. But I wouldn't just if I had to pick one, I wouldn't pick just milk.
Okay, chocolate milk is a completely different story.
I think,
I would pick chalky milk any day of the week.
yeah. Did you guys have the cartons that mooed?
Yes!
Oh, hell yeah.
I love those fucking things.
People who got gaslit by Big Dairy into believing the strong bones scam. Yeah, Big Dairy is wild.
Big Dairy never got my ass. I'm lactose intolerant.
Okay, big same, but also who gives a fuck? I'll suffer for milk, I guess.
I can't do that to myself. Those days are behind me.
I can and will eat all dairy products. I don't care. I'll die.
Yeah, no, that'll put me out. I'll be gone. I regret that decision immediately.
Soda, water, juice. I think as a child,
Soda.
I might go for the soda. The bubbles in the soda, I still would go for the soda. It's either soda or juice. It depends on what's available. If they had I don't know, lemonade.
You know, lemonade is fire.
Yeah, lemonade's fucking
Lemonade
busted.
slaps.
Lemonade's so good. The bubbles in the soda tickled your nose as you gulped it down. Your little group took a break while everyone quenched their thirst. Mr. Holden smacked his lips, pantomiming enjoyment.
Oh my god, hi Pookie!
There was a time where PETA posted an ad about a connection Milk has with autism. It was insane. That,
You know, that would explain a few things.
that sounds...
My bad.
I hate that. Yo, PETA had some wild ads. Do you remember the time when PETA made a Cooking Mama
Yes!
game?
Oh my god!
That shit was wild.
That shit was fucking wild! How did they get away with that?
That shit was wild.
That shit was traumatizing.
That's fucked up. Gotta cut down on the milk, I fear. I will never cut down on the milk. I will, like... You're gonna have to pry milk from my cold, dead hands.
I can't. I don't know how people can, like, drink just straight, like, regular milk. It has to be flavored for me.
If you give me, like, a treat as well as milk, then I'll drink the milk, no problem. Like, if you give me, like, cookie, and then give... but, like, specifically, like, a chocolate cookie, it has to be, like something with flavor. Like, it can't just be, like, a shortbread cookie. That's fucked up.
That's nothing. That's literally nothing.
Yeah. That's fucked up. Don't serve shortbread cookies and milk. That's psychotic.
Oh no.
PETA also made a Pokemon game where you kill the trainers, which is wild. Honestly, yeah, no. PETA made
That
a lot
sounds
of
like PETA.
PETA made a lot of things.
Good lord.
There he is.
You got hot cookie.
Do you want to voice him?
You want me to? I can.
Yeah.
My God, Maku loves me.
I love Kumo.
I love Maku. Oh my god, I'm gonna eat you.
I'm gonna eat you first.
Oh my god, you trying to romance me?
Oh my god.
Okay. That hit the spot, but you kids should go have fun. You can take your stuff with you and join the other kids playing games.
Sorry. Yeah, Maku, have you seen the trailer for Digimon Time Breakers? Okay, so I was watching Digimon Con last night, and like I straight up,
Yeah?
I stayed up until they announced what we already knew because Bandai can't like leak themselves for shit. So like I stayed up until they confirmed the Digimon TCG on mobile. Like an actual way to play the game, and then I just saw that it was Hearthstone, and I'm like, yeah, no, this is correct. And I'm like and I went to bed after. But I did see that they announced Time Breakers, but I'm pretty sure Time Breakers was also fucking leaked. Because again, Bandai can't hold their leaks.
If there's one thing Maku's gonna find out, it's about the next Digimon game.
It wasn't even hard, Kumo. It was fucked up. It wasn't even hard. There was like another like little trailer because, you know, last night was Digimon Con, so they had a lot of different things going on. So like they released a video, and then one of them was like Renamon, like the fox, just holding a phone, and then you very briefly see the thing on the screen, and it was like the card game, and you're like, okay.
Oh.
Well, I wonder
I
what
see.
that's about.
I wonder what that could possibly be.
It was also shown on Nintendo stream. Yeah, real. PETA made a lot of things, namely mistakes. That's crazy.
Lots of them.
Also, hi, Real. It's nice to see you. Thank you so much for dropping by.
Hello. Hello.
PETA sure did make decisions. I haven't heard from them in a hot second.
Yeah, I haven't heard about anything PETA has done recently.
Just don't go too far off from the tables. We'll be keeping an eye out, so don't even think about sneaking off. We're not gonna go to the other parts of the park today.
But I'm
I
surprised
say
they're
this
making
every
2 new
time.
anime.
Our moms are so pretty.
Our moms are so pretty. They are making 2 new anime, which is very exciting.
For Digimon?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Yeah, it's very exciting.
Heck yeah.
Heck yeah.
They also showed a lot of new cards, and honestly, which is like pretty exciting. And then I
Right?
realized last night that I don't remember how to play the card game.
I haven't heard of anyone playing the actual like Digimon card game in so long.
It was so tragic because like they launched a game during like the pandemic,
Mm-hmm.
right? And it was like, well, I have to live. Unfortunately, I need to save my funds for living.
Unfortunately, I have to,
I have to exist.
survive.
I wish I could say I haven't heard of people playing the Yu-Gi-Oh card game, but unfortunately I have. That's so real of you. Honest to
That's
God,
so
that's
real.
so real of you. I also wish I didn't hear about people playing the Yu-Gi-Oh card game. That includes myself. That includes myself. To be fair, I haven't played the game in a very long time, and like Fluzzy was like explaining to me that the period of time that I played Yu-Gi-Oh is like actually a lot of people's favorite times, and like so it has like a specific name. I think it's called Edison, and I don't know
There's
why.
fucking names for the Yu-Gi-Oh eras?
I think it's because like Yu-Gi-Oh was such a popular thing at the time when I was playing it, so then like there's just a lot of people who basically dropped off after that period.
Oh my god.
Yeah, I'm not interested in the card game, but the figure in standard ancient gray looks so good. Yeah. Honestly, okay. What's it called? They had some really cool card art. They had really cool card art. And I would collect Digimon cards strictly for the art because it's gorgeous. But that would mean that I would need to spend money.
Right.
You see the dilemma here.
In this economy.
In this economy. I only knew about the Digimon card game when I went to Hentai Con,
Huh?
and they had a panel up in the gate. If you play the tutorial, they give you a little starter deck. Sorry, that entire statement is a lot to take in.
Hey guys, did you know it's an 18 plus stream? Did you guys know?
Hey, did you guys know that this is an 18+ stream?
Did you know?
I was interested in Pokemon cards, not for the playing the game, but because the art was cool. Then I decided, nah, I'd rather play video games. That's real.
So real of you.
I also collected Pokemon cards. Me collecting Pokemon cards just for collecting them was like more of a baby Maku thing. But then I got into Yu-Gi-Oh! And then Yu-Gi-Oh! Got too complicated. And then I just went to Pokemon. And so my friends and I who were playing Yu-Gi-Oh! All went to Pokemon. And so we were just actively playing the game. And then the pandemic happened. And then everyone started buying Pokemon cards, and the prices of Pokemon cards went skyrocketing. We're like, it's not worth it.
It's not worth it anymore.
Thank you so much for the follow. HenCon exists is crazy work. You know, I knew that these existed. I'm not saying that, but it's just the idea of like, yeah, let me just go to the CoomerCon and then just play Digimon.
Right. You play the Digimon card game at the GoonerCon. That's definitely
No, I
what
stay
you were
for the
there
chaos.
for,
Maybe I
for
should be
certain.
like everyone and bail.
No, why would you fail? Why would you leave me? No, why would you do that?
I mean, who plays Yu-Gi-Oh anymore?
Fluzzy plays Yu-Gi-Oh!
I mean, that's like one guy. I like Yu-Gi-Oh as a concept, but
I like
playing
Yu-Gi-Oh!
the
as a
game.
concept is wild word.
Oh.
Oh my god, did you guys see last night during the Digimon Con? I'm so sorry, I know we were playing Our Life Beginnings and Always, but did you guys see last night that Arata has a new card and is so handsome? Did you guys see that shit? The art is so handsome! I'll show it to you later.
Okay.
I actually went because my friend had it on his bucket list and I needed a vacation anyway. That's so funny.
Who the fuck has Hentai Con on their bucket list? Is your friend okay?
Okay, so fun Maku story time. One of our
Oh, God.
friends had like recently gotten into a relationship. And
Okay.
because we were a mess, because we are the way that we are, and we were at a convention, we brought him over to a panel all about fetishes and kinks.
Okay.
And he was just like, why are we here?
Was it a good
Thank
panel,
you
at
so
least?
thank you so much for following, Embers. I'm a little baffled that you followed me after I was talking about the fetishes and kinks panel. I saw it. I can hear Maku's cry screaming. Yeah, basically. I still remember having gone to JFAX 2 times. JaFax. I was quite interesting both times too, but I didn't have money to buy cool stuff. It's real. I did enter Street Fighter 6 tournament. Why did you enter a Street... Why was there a Street Fighter 6 tournament at HentaiCon?
God.
What the fuck is happening? I mean, I guess it is, at the end of the day, just a convention, right? I'm watching the Arata Sanada card and it's on fire. It's so edgy that the card would cut you by holding it. Hi, Maku. Yeah, no, that's real. I'd let him.
Kumo has never.
It was
been
the
good.
best timing. Yeah, it was crazy timing. They also had Tekken and Guilty Gear. What the fuck? I dressed up as a
Why?
Kamen Rider for
That is legendary.
it. I heard guilty. Justin's so fucking funny, dude.
Oh God.
Okay. Lizzie huffed at their comments. They did sound directed at her, but she scanned the surroundings. Nodding her head towards a group of kids like a general directing their battalion, she pointed the way.
Come on!
Let's go over there!
Ko's mouth was downturned as he looked from the parents and the other adults to the new kids, clearly not favoring either option. But ultimately, he hunched his shoulders and tagged along after Lizzie. I come back to see the stream rated and hear about kinks.
I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry.
Honestly,
we swear.
that's par for the course here on Maku Tanuki channel. It'll be so real.
Yeah.
We went to go play with other kids. I'm not gonna stay with the parents. All my friends are leaving.
Yeah. Why would you?
You followed after Lizzie and Cove, who were waiting for you on the outskirts of the group of parents.
Hurry up!
You picked up the pace, moving into a jog, but when Lizzie pelted away at full speed, you and Cove had no choice but to break out into a run. Amber Tales, if you expect anything less, you came to the wrong place. Shut
I fear.
fuck
I fear.
up, Justin.
We are very normal. We're normal all the time.
Oh,
Nothing
okay.
crazy going on here.
Ember, if you weren't here when the raid started, I'll just do a very quick introduction. Hi, my name is Maku Tanuki. Thank you so much for coming in. My name is Maku Tanuki. I am a silly Tanuki VTuber. I like playing JRPGs, especially monster collecting games like Digimon, and I also like playing visual novels. As you can see, I also enjoy screaming and crying about fictional men. So, you know, if that's your cup of tea, I'm your little guy. I also do covers on YouTube. There, in fact, everyone, I have a cover coming up. A new cover coming up next week on Saturday, March 29th, which is my birthday.
I can't wait. I'm gonna start crying. I'm literally gonna throw up and pass out. I'm so excited.
I'm also so excited. I got the video like a while ago, and I'm just like, I gotta like upload it like today.
Today.
Yeah, I waited a while. I'm like, oh, I gotta fucking like upload that shit today, and I've set the premiere and everything. So you have the same
The
birthday
same
as my
birthday
mom.
as
I
Slo's
love
mom.
that. Happy
That's
birthday
so
to Slo's
awesome.
mom. I can
Happy
vibe with
early
that. Hell
birthday
yeah.
to Slo's mom.
I love meeting other VTubers.
I also love meeting other VTubers.
Cove is the best to be emotional over, and you're correct. You're so right.
You're so right. You're so right.
That is
Also,
true,
I'm
but I love
Kumo.
Baxter. I also love Baxter!
Oh God, you got him started. Oh no. Oh no.
I love
Oh,
Baxter.
no.
I love Baxter. I love Baxter. I'm so normal about Baxter. I'm so
can't wait till
normal
we get
about
to
Baxter.
Baxter so I can
I'm
also be
so
normal
normal
about
about Baxter. I'm so normal about Baxter. And let me just give you a quick follow.
I couldn't vibe with Derek. Don't know about Baxter. Derek is so cute. I like him. He's so sweet. But I'm also extremely normal about Baxter.
Let me also follow you.
I should also follow Kumo.
Kumo plays a lot of visual novels.
I play nothing but visual novels.
You play Project Sekai every so often.
That's like basically a visual novel.
Yeah, you're right. You're right. Oh, I wanted to ask because I actually had someone come in and like give some what's it called? Recommendations for visual novels for me to play.
Yeah.
Have you played Mushroom Oasis, Serial Killer, Delicious Date, Bloomin' Panic, or Bloody Painter?
Oh God.
Are you normal
Not
about
to-
any of them?
Not to derail the conversation a little bit, but I was supposed to be in Bloody Painter.
Oh my god! Hey, did you guys know that Kumo does voiceover work?
Yeah, guys, I'm a voice
Have you
actor,
met
by
the
way.
VA of Baxter? I know I haven't. What the fuck do you mean he pops in time to time?
Huh?
Homie, I'm gonna cry. You can't do this shit to me. I'm gonna fucking cry. You can't do this shit to me. I'm gonna like burst into fucking tears.
Huh?
I explained this to Kumo. There's a very specific part in Baxter's route where he has a voiced line and he just says terrible morning, isn't it? And it's stuck in my head.
You're fucking cooked.
It plays in my head all the time. I'm fucked up.
It's okay, I love you the way that you are.
I'm gonna cry. Ivory coming. Oh my god, yeah, I know. You know what I mean. You know what I mean. I'm so normal about Baxter Ward, I swear to God.
Yeah, I'm very normal about those games that you mentioned. I'm
Okay.
so normal about them.
Okay, I'm glad that you're normal about them. It was Ivory who made the recommendations, and there was also like, I know exactly what you mean. I got you. Thank you, fam. It's like a very, very, very specific part of like terrible morning, isn't it? And it's fucking. I'm ruined. I'm cooked. XOXO droplets. Let me also write that one down. That one's also by the people who made this one.
Oh no. When my hiatus
I'm
is
very
over,
normal
it's on
about-
tight.
I'm very normal about Ko. Totally normal. I don't simp at all. What are you talking about? Honestly, real. If you look at James Morningstar on Twitter, you might make your day. I think what I'm going to do is do that later today, after when I'm offline. I think that's. If I do that now, I'm gonna burst into fucking tears. I can't do that shit to me. Oh, fuck. Can't do that shit to me. I'm normally watching this stream, so I can't see the problem. Shut the fuck up, Hell Nester.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Oh no.
You cry, I beat the shit out of my desk. I get aggressive. Yeah, okay. Ivory has been a gigantic fucking mood this entire time. Because they're just like, oh my god, I love them. I need to microwave them. I'm like, yeah.
So real. You get it. You
You
get
get it. I get you. I
You get it. Oh my god. You just get it. Oh my god.
We fuck with this energy here.
This is the energy we need.
I think we're numb to these already from Maku. Shut the fuck up, Justin! I never understood the cuteness aggression. Blend him!
The duality of dad. You never understood cuteness aggression. Fucking blend him. Turn him into a paste and consume him.
If I can make someone laugh, that's a win for me. Yeah, hell yeah, we love making people fucking laugh at it. I'm a fucking mess. Wait.
Thank you, Saribot.
Thank you, Saribot. It's not enough to look at him. I need to see him executed.
No, right,
No, you're
please,
fine.
don't
That's
get it,
real, that's
you
real, that's
get
real,
it,
that's
you
real.
get it. Oh my god, you're such a fucking mood. I love you. I'm gonna put you in my mouth.
You picked up the pace, moving into a jog, but when Lizzie pelted away at you full speed, Cove had no choice but to break out into a run. The other kids were far out in the field. Still, at your speed, it wasn't long until you'd reach them. As you approached, they turned around to greet the newcomers. Y'all get it! Yeah, we get it! I'm in fucking tears, homie.
When are you not?
Yeah. Here, let me just like turn the shit on. Oh. Give me a second. There we go. Let me just keep this shit on.
Aww.
Hi, I'm Lizzie. That's my little sister Maku. The one with the cast is Cove.
Hi. Cove simply lifted a hand in greeting. There was a chorus of hellos and names from the other kids. One of the kids looked to be about Lizzie's age or older. A couple seemed to be the same age as you and Cove, and there was one tiny little thing with his arms folded over his chest.
What are you up to?
The first kid, a boy with curly black hair and neon green sneakers who'd introduced himself as Hayden, shrugged as he looked to the others. Not much. The second kid to pipe up, Lisa, had half her face obscured behind huge glasses she wore. Being referred to as the one with the cast would enrage me. Yeah.
Help!
Also, bowl cut kid has a major glow up. Oh, fucking Jeremy?
Who's Jeremy?
We haven't met him yet.
Okay.
He's also like he's a love interest in a different game of JD
Oh.
Patch. Yeah. She glanced wistfully over her shoulder. Following her gaze, you saw the spray of water first, and heard the shriek as someone got splashed in the face before you spotted the person shooting them.
Some people are playing with water guns, but there aren't any left.
The smallest kid, Noah, grumbled at that. You guessed that was why he was sulking. Spencer, who hadn't sped much, patted his shoulder.
He says a teeny weeny though, a little guy.
Little weenie.
Little weenie.
5'5" is his final form, I fear, and that's real of him.
Sometimes that's fine.
As someone who's 5'2", I get it.
My god.
I'm a tiny baby.
You're like chin resting height.
I'm a little guy. So that's out. A new kid raced over with a glint in her eyes and her braids streaming behind her. You spotted the plastic orange pistol in her hand too late when the trigger had already been pressed.
Ah!
Rude! Hey! Lizzie, who had been caught first, was fuming. Cove wiped the water from his face. You rubbed at your ear, trying to dislodge the water that pooled there.
That's like the worst feeling ever.
Watch out, he has a
Fucking hate having
cast!
water in my ears. Watch out, he has a cast. It's crazy.
You pushed her away as wild. I would have laughed. I still would.
That would ruin my entire day, personally.
I love playing with water. When I go...
hate getting wet
That's
when
real.
I don't like
When you don't expect it?
plan to.
Yeah. When I see when I go biking and I see a sprinkler, I go through that shit.
Oh
And-
no, I love doing that
Yeah,
too.
it's so fun. I fucking... I enjoy water. I...
You have to think about the phrasing. You're trying his hardest to beat the allegations. Have a playthrough where you just pick all the most violent options. That is certainly an idea.
That's an idea. I hate having wet clothes unless I'm in swim trunks. It's real. I would bully him back and say, "Give me the money, nerd." It's crazy shit, Justin. But also, I can see that. The girl simply darted off to find more victims, unaffected by your reaction. She doesn't mean anything by it. Lizzie tutted, flicking her hair out of her face. The girl not meaning anything by it didn't change the fact that she'd been sprayed. Cove looked similarly unimpressed. Lisa's face lit up as she had an idea.
Hey, we should catch her. She won't be able to spray people if she's running away from everyone. Yeah!
Cove nodded as the other kids murmured their interest, or lack of it, in the game. It's time to throw hands. Why? Why are we all beefing with children?
I love that so much. Minor inconvenience, kill them!
I think I'm gonna go a shy run again of this game. If you can crawl, you can crawl.
Crawl is crazy! You need to be locked up!
That doesn't sound like... Let's go! Let's do it! You joined a group of kids.
Do it.
Let's chase her ass. Spotting you all over her shoulder, she laughed and shot her pistol in the air. Only a couple of drops squeezed out. Take that! She swerved, causing discord within your team as someone stood on your foot and you collided with Cole's shoulder. Oh my god, he has a cast!
Oh my fucking god!
Sorry.
Let's go. Bullying is how it's supposed to be. Is wild work, Justin.
Huh? Justin?
Cove shot you a smile that gave you a feeling of camaraderie. It's okay. You were closing in on the girl, but you weren't alone. Lizzie's face was set with intent, and the two older kids were hot on her heels too. You weren't as fast as them because they were speedy. It's crazy. You weren't as fast
as them because you
just
just
because you weren't
weren't
fast.
fast.
I was never a fast boy.
Aww.
I was trunk though. I was in shot put.
Kumo did track and field.
Ooh.
Yeah.
I was the field in track and field.
I'm gonna behave myself.
Oh no.
It's only his arm. He could stand to break a few more bones. It's okay, huh?
You pushed yourself, willing your legs to move just that bit faster, but it was useless. Even if they weren't especially fast, it was too speedy for you. Lisa lunged and tackled her friend to the ground. Take that!
Got her.
One is crazy.
Panting, she punched the air in triumph, then pushed her glasses back up the bridge of her nose. The girl who had been caught giggled as she got to her feet, brushing strands of grass from her knees. I'm glad that she's taking this in stride.
No, right.
No, Cove doesn't need to break any more bones. No more bones breaks for the best boy, real. He's just a guy. He's just a little guy. Smiling, Cove came to a stop at your side. Yeah, I'm, like, passed out on the ground. Lizzie whooped it with delight, clapping her hands. The boy with the bright sneakers grinned. You're it now. Catch us if you can.
Yeah. I'll do it. You won't get away from me.
With that, you all dispersed, squealing and laughing as you tried to evade capture. The sour mood from earlier had evaporated entirely, replaced by a life.
Life?
Did you know that I know how to read light and playful atmosphere? Several rounds later, when most of the kids had taken at least one turn as it, the scent of smoke wafted up your nose. Homie, I was never good at playing tag. Like, I was slow as fuck. I was just a slow little guy.
Whenever I played tag, I turned it into hide and seek. They were not finding my ass. They were not finding my ass. I'm gone for the entire recess period.
The Saiyans call it a Zenkai boost is wild shit. Caught by surprise, you looked up and found that the brilliant blue of the sky had turned orange as the sun sunk down on the horizon. With all the
Subscribe to the
excitement.
Maku Tanuki channel.
Well, remember, everyone, one subscription is one reading lesson for Maku,
Right.
and one writing lesson for Kumo.
I don't know how to write, guys. You gotta pay money.
With all the excitement, you lost track of time completely. Looking over, you saw people standing over the grills and poking them to life. It was nearly time to eat. I called it Dragon
Yay.
Install. Shut up.
We should get over there. I'm so hungry.
Our parents are at different spots.
Yeah. Bye. It was cool playing. Yep. Bye.
Bye. You waved goodbye to the other group of kids before hurrying over to your parents with Lizzie and Cove. A tickle unfurled in your throat, growing more persistent as you came closer to the source of the smoke. As the three of you approached the tables, your parents spotted you and came to join you halfway. You tried to greet them, but another cough obstructed your words.
Do we have asthma?
Do we have asthma? That's why you play alone, so you can't play tag is crazy.
Oh, Justin. No.
I played, ball hockey.
Oh.
Is that like the name? Is that like the universal name of that game? You know, not to be Canadian, but I played hockey.
Guys, did you know that?
I mean, it was more like soccer, but it was but we used a tennis ball as the ball.
Oh, I see.
Mm-hmm.
I see.
It hurt, dude. It was. It hurt so bad.
Yeah, I don't think there's another name for that. I think you got that. I think there's nothing else you can call that.
I was never really good at sports, but I love bowling. Oh my god, bowling is so fun. I love.
If you have the arm strength for it.
I just roll it like using both hands because I'm a baby.
Oh, I'm gonna fucking eat you. Oh my god.
Ooh, that's quite a cough. Am I sick, dude? I was sprayed with water earlier.
Bro, I think we might have asthma. That's not good.
Me, but with dodgeball is real. I was also never really good at dodgeball. My favorite
Oh my
sports
God.
to play in like school was like volleyball. I liked volleyball quite a bit.
Oh my god, I love volleyball.
Yeah, I loved volleyball and I really liked basketball
Basketball was never my thing.
because I was swagapino. Whew, that's quite a cough. Bowling best sport. I feel like airsoft is also fun. Airsoft looks like it's fun, but also I'm so anxious that I'm going to get hurt.
That was me when I played paintball for the first time, and my god, I was bruised for a month.
That's crazy.
Paintball is no fucking joke. People take it so seriously.
I want to try paintball, but I'm also scared.
Just don't be afraid of getting hit. That's just how it is.
Yeah, like I'd imagine that if I ever get myself to the point where I'm like at the paintball place and I'm like, you know, I should just accept the fact that I'm going to get injured. Because I couldn't see without my glasses. I would usually sit out dodgeball. People still targeted me. That was crazy. Oh no.
Oh god.
I'm gonna lurk now. Have fun. How much longer are you gonna go for, by the way? About 15 minutes.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for
Then we gotta
dropping by. Thank you.
skedaddle.
Thank you for the thing. Basically, until Boba starts streaming.
Yeah.
And we know she's gonna be streaming this time. We know for a fact this time.
We know this time. We're not delusional.
We know this time. I was literally talking to her like the other night. We know this time. Ugh. Paintball hurts a lot. Yeah,
Yeah, it does.
that's quite a cough.
Oh, are you all right, sweetie?
Oh my god, I love our moms.
moms.
No!
Are you alright? No.
Yeah, I'm fine.
Are you sure? No one needs to go up to the grills if they don't want to.
Oh my god, we have asthma.
We do have asthma. Oh god.
Just let me know what you need.
There was no response from the other two kids here. Could you get it for me, please? I'm like, I have asthma.
Please.
Of course.
And a big head and little arms, and I'm just not sure how well this plan was thought through.
The main thing being served is kebabs. Wow. You can have whatever you'd like on it. There's different meats and veggies.
Well,
That sounds good as hell.
What would you like on yours? Mom is right. There's plenty of options.
Oh my god,
Oh my
chicken,
God.
onions, beef. Can I pick multiple? Okay, I gotta pick. Oh, I love beef. Okay. Oh, I can
You
pick.
love
I
beef.
can pick so many.
Yes. Ooh, you pick it. We can pick everything.
We can pick everything. Okay. I gotta
We
pick
can
like
probably pick
fucking
everything.
love. Potatoes is such a choice. Okay, so
On a skewer?
on a skewer is crazy, but zucchini, peak.
Oh my! I love zucchini.
Chicken.
What if we just pick everything? What if we're just a beast?
What if we're just a fucking monster?
What if we're just a monster? That's
Yes!
everything.
Yes.
Would you like the kitchen sink too?
Josh.
It's great that you like so many foods. The veggies will make you extra healthy and strong.
Order given, you waited for your food to be ready. Lizzie headed towards you, having issued her own request.
Hi again.
We live together, Lizzie.
I
No,
heard
right.
I'd probably go pork, potatoes, and beef. Okay, in real life, I'd go chicken, onions, beef, and like the peppers and zucchini. Because zucchini is so good. But then I would also remove them from the fucking kebab and then eat them on a plate.
No, so real of you. No, you're so real for that. Oh my god. Oh my god. I love you. I love you. I love you. I love you so much.
I love you too. Come here often, yeah. Like sis, literally sis, we live together.
We live in the same house.
I heard what you ordered. I'm getting a chicken kebab with all 3 colors of peppers.
That's awesome. That sounds delicious. Noticing that Cove approached, she turned to him.
What are you having?
Why?
Why does it matter? Oh my god, Cove, I love you so much.
Are
I'm
you
not-
okay, brother?
I'm not big on peppers or zucchini, but I don't think that shrimp belongs on a kebab. That's fair.
Well, you're incorrect. You can have fun with your wrong opinion. Like, I'm so sorry, Avril. You're just wrong. I'm sorry. Everyone has their preferences, but you're just fucking wrong. I'm so sorry. I'm
Fuck you
so
and your
sorry.
kebab. Don't get me wrong, I love shrimp. I just don't think it belongs on a kebab. Again,
Incorrect.
I think, like, if I get shrimp on a kebab, I'm not going to say no. I'm just simply going to remove it from the kebab and eat it on a plate.
I mean, I can't even say anything because I just take everything off the stick anyway.
Yeah. Like, give me a kebab, great, fantastic. The only time that I would eat something like that's like kebab and stays on a stick is if it's just meat. Right? Like if it's just like a hot
real.
dog or something. But if it's like multiple things, like the veggies and everything on it, I would remove that shit from a fucking stick and then eat it on the plate.
Why does it matter? I don't know. I was just asking. I'm getting beef and shrimp and all the vegetables except onions.
Oh, this
I
man
knew
has
he would hate onions.
bad fucking taste.
I knew he would hate onions.
He does
seems
seem-
like the type.
He does seem like the type to not like onions, it's true.
Lizzie hummed while evaluating his response. That's okay, I guess, but chicken is definitely the better one.
Why do these guys always have perma beef? Like, they're always arguing about something.
I also dislike onions. That's fair, honestly.
I have a lot of friends that hate onions. I don't know why.
My mother hates onions. But she, like, when I go to like a Korean restaurant to like get my sundubu, I love sundubu jjigae. But
God.
yeah, when I go to the Korean restaurant to get my sundubu jjigae, my mom is like, "Can you get me bulgogi?" And I'm like, "Homie, that has so much onions."
That's so many onions, right?
And she was like, "No, but like I don't want the onions on it." I'm like, "Okay, then get something else." Justin, liking onions doesn't make you weird, homie.
Like, hey, buddy. I hate to be the bearer of bad news.
I love
If you
onion.
like onions, you're doomed.
I love onion rings. I also love onion rings, but I hate onions they usually put on burgers. That's fair.
Okay, that's real. That could be like a sensory thing.
I don't mind onions if it's on the burger or whatever. I don't mind eating onions on a burger. But if that shit falls out of the burger, it's dead to me.
It's doomed.
Yeah,
no.
Like if any of the vegetables fall out of a burger, it's dead to me.
so
I'm a
real,
texture
dude.
eater kind of deal. No, that's real.
Yeah, no, me too. If something's off about the like, if I'm eating something soft and I feel a crunch, my whole day is ruined. My
Yeah,
whole
no,
day
that's
is
real.
ruined. I'm cooked. I'm not eating anything
That's
else.
why I can't do lettuce on the burger. That's fair.
So real of you.
Then you can eat all the chicken. I'm going to. Why are they always fucking fighting? I love them.
That's what I'm saying.
I want some of the chicken too. All the chicken in the world. Chicken is the worst.
This
Is
is
the
a stupid argument.
I want some chicken too.
Oh yeah, I can let you have some still. You're welcome.
Oh my god. I love Lizzie. Lizzie peered
so
over to
sad
the grills. She's so sweet. I love her. I love her dress. It's so cute.
Yeah, me too. I want to steal it.
I know. I'd wear it today. like it's such a cute dress. Lizzie peered over to the grills where the kebabs were being handed out. A growing assortment of kebabs collected in your parents' hands.
They're coming over. Don't get jealous of mine when you realize you made the wrong choice,
Co. Got some water. Are you guys hydrated? About to be.
Hold on. Obligatory sippy.
Obligatory sippy. Thank you for the sippy. I didn't make the wrong choice. Big sippy. Well, in Malaysia, we usually have something called satay. Oh, I love that. They usually have onion, cucumbers, and palate cleanser. Love that shit.
That looks good as hell.
I didn't make the wrong choice. There isn't a wrong choice.
You just sigh.
We all made good choices. These are such funny fucking... We all... You know what? We all made good choices.
You made the wrong choice. Our choice.
It's just what kebab... It's just what kebab somebody eats. The person serving gave your mommy one final kebab, then your parents moved over to rejoin you. Between them, they were carrying 6 kebabs, one for each of you, including Cove and Mr. Holden. I don't know how different it is between satay and kebab.
Satay looks very different.
Looks rather different.
We got the goods. Cove's daddy is looking for a place we can sit.
I'm so normal. I'm so
normal. In the meantime, they began passing out the kebabs to their rightful owners. Lizzie smiled smugly as she received hers.
These are pretty big. Be careful not to drop it. Try not to poke yourselves with the ends either. They're sharper than you might think.
Hearing that, you tentatively pushed the tip of the skewer against your finger. It felt like the point of a newly sharpened pencil. Chicken satay looks
No, that's
delicious.
just like
yeah.
me. That's just like me for real.
Yeah, no, that's
just
real.
like me. Every time my mom used to tell me, it was like, "Oh yeah, don't touch that." I just got the inexplicable urge to do it anyway.
Yeah. Yeah, that's correct. Though it didn't hurt your head, you wouldn't want it scraping the roof of your mouth or jabbing your tongue. Mommy clucked her tongue.
It would have been nice if the options were a little easier to manage and less messy to eat, especially for smaller kids.
That's when you put it on a plate.
That's when you put it on a plate. Like, I understand the appeal of eating something on a stick, but you could also just eat it on a plate.
You could just eat it on a plate.
Yeah, that's why you would put it on a plate, exactly.
Right. See, you get it.
There aren't even
plates.
There's no plates. Was this picnic planned? This is poor planning.
There aren't even plates for everyone, so we could set the food down for a second.
There are no plates. Survival of the fittest.
Ugh.
I see plates behind us.
No, right? There's plates. Those aren't ours. Those aren't from us. Those aren't ours. We can't take them.
It's a
Yeah.
dog-eat-dog world out there. Oh no.
Kale or be killed.
They thought of everything.
True.
That's what you get for the price of free, but we can hack it, right?
Lizzie nodded her head vigorously, clutching her kebab like a trophy. Your parents led you back to the tables. It was immediately evident why Mr. Holden had been set to scout out. Scout? Oh my god.
Maku can read.
Scout one out. The benches had quickly filled up as people got their food. Well, eating on a stick is fun sometimes. It is fun sometimes to eat on a stick. I eat barbecue, like Filipino barbecue. I just keep that shit on a stick because
Oh, that sounds so good. That
Oh,
sounds
it's
so
so good.
good. I'm so hungry.
Oh my god, Kumo, go eat something.
I'm so hungry. I'll eat after this.
Fair.
Mr. Holden was standing over a corner section near the edges of the sitting area. He beckoned your group over to join him. Yeah. You clambered onto the bench, taking care not to let your kebab spill from your fingers. Cove took a seat next to you. Lizzie took the other side. Your mom passed the final unclaimed kebab to Mr. Holden.
Thank you.
Thanks. This looks delicious.
Thank you for getting us a space out here.
Everyone tucked into their food. You gobbled it up eagerly, only partially obstructed by the awkwardness of eating from a skewer. Running around with the other kids had helped you to work up an appetite.
Mr. Holden, what do you do?
Well, I do a lot of things.
Never had Filipino barbecue or any Asian dish, really. Ooh,
You're missing out.
Filipino barbecue, so the sauce is a little bit sweeter than what you would expect from a barbecue.
How sweet.
It's not like super sweet, but you know how like barbecue sauce is already kind of sweet? It's a little bit
Mhm.
sweeter than that.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I quite like it. It's like honestly my favorite.
Slow, we're not doing this again. We're not
Slow.
doing this again.
The way you zero in on NTR and like fictional
Every
moms is
time,
so funny.
every time. Ask your mom is crazy.
Do you play golf?
Only if you count mini golf.
We do it all the time is wild work, Slow.
Just
One look at Lizzie's stricken face confirmed that she did not.
no way is
It's a-
Lizzie a
what-
gatekeeper.
What the fuck? Justin, it's so fucking
It's
funny.
my thing, dog. No, that please do not become the NT. You already became the NTR guy. What am I saying?
She can
I
enjoy
don't think that's something to be proud of, buddy. I'm so sorry.
She could enjoy the occasional round at a mini golf place, especially if she had an audience to impress, but your sister took her passion very seriously.
Even then, it's been years since I gave it a shot.
Cove groaned at the feeble pun. Mom chuckled. You weren't sure if she was responding to the joke, Cove's annoyance, or Lizzie's offense.
I want him so bad.
I don't even like NTR is so fucking funny,
Oh my
so.
God, oh
Yeah, how are
my
you
God.
proud on being that?
God, I need him so bad.
Just as well. She'd be dragging you to the green every week. That's because I've got dedication. You need a good drive or two to get far.
That's a pretty good joke.
Okay. Okay, you ate that one up a little bit.
Mr. Holden nodded, clicking his tongue in appreciation. Cove looked from his father to your sister, lost in the conversation. No shame in my game.
Outclassed in golf and wit.
Yeah, homie, she got your ass. She's 8.
He fucking clocked you.
I don't get it. A drive is a type of golf shot.
You should give real golf a try. Maybe I'll even teach you some tricks.
She's talking to a grown-ass man.
And don't try to change my dad to be more like you. Oh my god. Lizzie gave Cove a dirty look at the accusation. Mommy felt the need to move the topic ahead before it got heated.
Oh, nice.
That's really sweet of you, but I'm sure Mr. Holden is busy. He might not have time for another hobby.
Yeah, I don't think I'm made for that. Still, the offer is appreciated.
Why?
Then tell me something you really do already.
You just go away every day.
No, wait. Hold on. Quick anecdote from Kumo's troubled
Just
youth.
go away every
Kumo
day.
didn't realize that, like, adults that he didn't see every day actually did things. He thought they just, like, despawned or something.
Oh my god. Okay. No. This reminds me. So, my place is kind of like the hub for our family, right? Like everyone at some point lived here. And
Mhm.
like, you know, to hang out, they would just come over, they would just come back. So my brother brought his children over once. And so they would always just come over to our house, right? And like one of my aunts who no longer lives with us came over on the same day and was just like, oh, you know, it would be so nice. Like she's telling my nephews, like, hey, you guys, it'd be so nice if you guys came over to my house one time. You guys come to visit me. And my nephews, who were like babies at the time, the eldest one was so excited. He was like, oh my gosh. And then he looked at his like younger brother and he was just like, oh my gosh, you know where Auntie lives? Like we're gonna go visit Auntie. We're so excited. You know where she lives? She lives in her car.
Oh no!
Because they didn't realize that she had like they didn't realize she had like a condo. Like they've never like A, they've never been there. B, like they've only seen her either at our house or in her car.
Oh my god, I love the lack of awareness you can have as a child. That's so fucking
She
funny.
lives in her car.
I mean, at least they had the wherewithal to think, oh well, she must live somewhere.
She lives somewhere. It was also like they're so sweet. Like the kids are so sweet. So my I have like you know, like there's like main rooms in the house that people mostly just hang out in, like the living rooms and stuff. And my nephews mostly kept to them, like they mostly stayed in like those rooms or like the bedroom that they slept in. And I live in the basement of the house. And I have like a little room at the end of the hallway, and my room is always closed when like people are over. So there was just this one time I was in my room like doing something. I was playing like Kingdom Hearts or something. And then I just see my door very slowly open, and then my nephew like looks in and his eyes were so big and he was just like, you have a room? He was like, oh my god, you have a room?
Oh no.
And my room is kind of like, it was a lot more crazy back then because so I moved a lot of my stuff over to my office, but like back then I had a lot of like collectibles and stuff in here, so he was just like, oh my god, where are we?
Oh god.
The worst thing is a kid calling you ugly. That's fine. Just call them ugly back, who cares?
So real.
What if they saw someone who doesn't drive? Did they say they live on the streets? I think like at that point they would acknowledge that they had like a house or something.
They must, right?
Yeah, like it's like, you know, like obviously they didn't live with us, right? Like they had their own house. So it's like, you know, they just thought that, but it was because they didn't even consider that my aunt had like a different house. I heard I was called an uncle on 22 by a kid. Oh no, not ad break. Enjoy ad jail.
Prison.
I one time visited my elementary school when I was a university student, so I was like what, 18, 19. So yeah, no, I went there to visit like a teacher, and there was this child that was just sitting there and looking at me, and they were like, are you here to pick up one of your kids? And I'm like, no.
Oh. Ooh. Ooh. Ooh.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
No, that...
No, it was wild, homie. But yeah, no, I'm sorry that I made... I know you can't hear me. But I'm sorry, I made the ads a little bit longer just so that they don't happen as often. Yeah, I know, I'm sorry.
Subscribe to the Maku Tanuki channel.
I hear emotional damage. Yeah, no, it was fucked up, Justin.
When I visited my old, like, primary school, I never got mistaken for a parent. They just thought I was another teacher that they never met before. Emotional damage is crazy. Oh, God.
It could have been so much worse. And welcome back from ad jail.
Welcome back from ad jail.
I'm so
We bailed
sorry.
you out.
Yeah.
We're so magnanimous.
Could have gotten the fleshy cowboy hat ad.
What the fuck are you talking
What
about?
the fuck are
What the
you-
hell is that?
What
What?
the fuck are you talking
What?
about?
What the hell is that? What?
Oh my god.
Oh my god, it's real! It's real! What the fuck is
Okay.
it? What am I looking
There's
at?
gonna be multiple things for me to look up later.
Oh my god!
It's an ad for Tubi about a kid who was born with a fleshy cowboy hat
Oh
head.
my god!
I
What the fuck am I looking at? This is horrifying! I hated that. I wish I could have gone my whole life without seeing that.
okay, anyway.
Okay. Oh, excuse me. I like scuba diving, though with the business, that's more work than play these days. Surfing and reading, snorkeling. I'm gonna behave myself.
Wow, it's a good thing you live by the beach.
Yeah, don't I know it? I have nightmares about moving inland.
No way.
That's not a good joke. The sun had been setting by the sun had been setting when you'd got your food, and by the time you'd finished, night had truly fallen. Your sticky fingers were the only remaining evidence of your meal. They got all the schlock a man can ask for. You can ever watch a movie called Zombie Ass Toilet of the Dead? Thanks, slow.
Ever watched a movie called Shark Side of the Moon?
What the fuck is happening?
If you haven't, I recommend you watch it if you want psychic damage.
Server movie night.
Shark Side of the Moon!
The kebab had been a great combination, more than the sum of its parts. The seasoning of freedom to choose every ingredient yourself was what made it something to remember. Rising from the table, Mommy held up her water bottle.
Okay, now that the food is gone, you got to wash your hands.
Okay.
Maku, Lizzie, please hold them out.
I love our mom.
She's so sweet. I love our moms. Lizzie complied, coming over and cupping her hands together in front of her. Mommy splashed some water over her fingers and Lizzie rubbed them together, working off any residue.
Here.
Mommy passed her a paper towel from her purse and Lizzie used it to dry off her hands.
Your turn, Maku.
Begrudgingly? I don't need to. It's quick.
Begrudgingly.
Oh no, I want to wash my hands. It's sticky.
No, right. I'd die.
Copying Lizzie, you washed your hands, taking care to clean every crevice between your fingers before wiping them dry. Nearby, Kov had taken his own course of action, wiping his hands on his pants and leaving a stain where his hands had been. Mr. Holden.
The animal!
He's a
Oh,
baby.
No, I'd crash the fuck out. I'd crash out. Oh my god. Let's clean that off, pal. Or I'd fucking strangle you.
He scrubbed at the fabric with a scrunched up napkin.
Dad, it's not that bad.
You just wiped your stained hands on your clothes.
And everyone was cleaned up, or as clean as they could be with the limited facilities.
Oh,
Mom spoke up.
Let's go.
Let's go make one last check at the coolers and restock on drinks before the fireworks show.
Avril, I will
time.
eat you.
No time. We have to get a good spot. Everywhere's going to be taken.
How about I go ahead to save space again? You can meet up with me in the field after getting the drinks.
Then I'm gonna go with Cove's dad. I'll find the perfect place.
Okay.
Sure thing. I could use the extra pair of eyes.
I would just wipe my hands on my pants. It's crazy work.
No, I'm gonna fucking eat you, Avril. What the fuck's wrong with you?
We gotta like hurry because Boba started streaming.
Okay.
Mommy shook her head ruefully at Lizzie's even more enthusiastic than usual attitude.
That's fine.
All right. Me, Cliff, and Lizzie can go find a place to sit. Pam, Cove, and Maku, do you want to go get the drinks?
Okay. No. I don't want to get drinks.
No.
Yeah. Actually, I think I'm... No, let's finish this one. As Mommy,
Okay.
Lizzie, and Mr. Holden headed off into the wide open field where the fireworks were being set up, you joined Cove and Mom in returning to the cooler where you'd picked up the drinks earlier. Even as you approached, you suspected you wouldn't find much in it. Where it had originally been stocked to the brim, it was now half empty. The ice, which had cushioned the drinks and kept them cool, was largely melted, with only a handful of pieces floating like tiny icebergs.
Slim pickings.
The drinks that remained looked to be bottles of plain water, but you caught a glimpse of something more colorful in amongst them. Mom rummaged around in the cooler, excavating a couple of juice boxes from the bottom of the process.
Aha.
Maku, Cove, you can take one of these if you want. The perks of helping.
You took a juice box, you took water bottles, you took a juice box to share, and a water bottle for yourself. I took a juice box for myself. That's crazy. Juice and one. Cove hesitated, but decided to take a juice box for himself. When you were each loaded up with your chosen drink, plus an extra bottle or two for someone else in the group, Mom's phone started to ring. She juggled the water bottles over into the crook of her arm and looked at the caller.
It's Mommy. Hold tight while I get this.
How are you?
Hey, hun. How's it going? Did you find our perfect spot already?
She nodded along to the call, punctuated by uh-huhs, as Mommy gave her directions. Catching your eye, she gestured towards the grassy area.
We've got a place. Come on. We'd better hurry before the show starts.
You and Cove jogged after your mom, who led you through the field and the separate groups of people assembled there, back to the rest of your families.
Hello.
Hello. We're here, and we come bearing drinks. Though there wasn't much left.
The three of you had handed over the spare drinks. You gave Lizzie a bottle of water, but she only had eyes for your juice box.
Maku and Cove have juice.
They helped get the drinks. You had to pick where we sat. Don't be selfish.
No.
I'm not.
Good. Good. Then you're going to thank us for bringing you your very own water bottle.
Thanks.
Once everyone had been equipped with a drink for the big event, you sat on the grass beside Cove and waited for the magic to begin. Most people in the park had taken a seat now, with a few stragglers silhouetted back at the tables in the distance. A few rambunctious kids were still dashing about, but their number was steadily decreasing as their parents called them over and restored order. Someone bearing a cardboard box weaved between the groups, pausing every so often. You nudged Cove and pointed.
Thank you so much for head pats.
Yay!
What are they doing? It looks like they're handing something out. I can't make out what it is.
What a pickle.
I hope it's not drinks.
Mommy chuckled, but Lizzie and Cove were now watching the bestower of mystery goods keenly.
Are they gonna come to us too? Thank you for the lurk, Ivory.
Mom softly put her hands on top of your sister's shoulders as if she feared Lizzie might bolt over to the stranger. Lizzie didn't even glance at her, eyes locked on the potential prize.
She seems like the type to just run over there too.
Yeah. I don't know.
In that case,
We'll have to wait and see.
You didn't care.
Studying the man with the box closely as he gradually meandered nearer, you could make out that he was holding out small items to most of the groups he stopped at. They seemed too short to be water bottles, but beyond that, it remained a mystery.
Are they bubbles?
Then, the box man made his way to your
The
group.
box man!
Do you want to be the box man?
Evening. I'm handing out dessert. Any takers?
There's desserts?
Lizzie squealed, hopping off of the ground. The man chuckled. Oh my god!
That looks good as fuck. I was gonna make him sound like Kermit, but decided against it.
Later, 60 boy.
I'm gonna take that as a yes. Ice cream's on the menu. Vanilla flavored with a twist of either chocolate or strawberry syrup.
Nice.
Nice. None for me, though. Thanks.
Me too. Same, but the offer is appreciated.
I absolutely love these ice creams. Me too.
I want chocolate.
Can I have strawberry? And a strawberry one for me too, please. Now you are going to have to make decisions. Chocolate or strawberry? Always had the chocolate ones. You're so real for that. I always got the strawberry ones.
You were lactose intolerant! Oh my god. So real.
Reaching into the box, the man brought out the requested ice creams and tossed them out. It came packaged in a little plastic cup, complete with a wooden spoon stuck to the paper lid. I loved those ice creams so much. They were always the best ones.
Same.
Like, the condensation wet
Those are
your
the
fingers in a
ices.
pleasant way. Oh, I love ices.
Thank you.
Thank you. Kids, are you gonna thank the nice man too?
There was a chorus of thanks. He cordially nodded and walked off to another group. The man couldn't spend much time with each group considering how many he had to get to. You peeled back the tab that covered the ice cream and got right into your unexpected treat. It tasted amazing. Yeah, hell freaking yeah, it did. Lizzie was definitely enjoying hers. Cove was too. Ooh, is this your first time playing this? Reading...
Hello, Kai. It's nice to see you. Thank you so much for dropping by. I've played through this game offline before, but this is my first time playing it online.
And I've never seen anything about this game before, aside from Maku brain rotting over certain
over Baxter.
scenes.
Yeah. He sounds like the seller from Are What are you buying?
Help!
What are you buying?
Have you played this game already, Kai?
Look, it's far too good for whatever they charge for. Yeah, no, this game is like free. This game is free, dude.
Basically free.
Yeah, like the DLC, you pay for the DLC obviously, but like the base game with Cove's Root, it's free. It's crazy. Here's some juice, stranger. Yeah. Lizzie munched away happily, but it ultimately didn't succeed in monopolizing her attention. Eyes wide, she looked at her mommy and pulled on her pants.
Please! I didn't get strawberry. Can I have some of yours, please?
Of course.
Of course, sweetie.
Lizzie cooed with excitement as mommy presented her with a dollop of the ice cream and mixed syrup mixture. Licking her lips, Lizzie lapped it up.
Mommy, come on now. Lizzie has all the ice cream she needs.
The base game is like 30 hours, and that's only 40% of the possible content you can get through DLC. Yeah, no, like, this game is insane. It's so
This game
good.
is- Oh my god.
Yeah, no, like, it's really, really good. And she simply laughed and pinched Lizzie's cheeks, then dug her spoon in again and held it out to you.
I just can't resist.
Maku, would you like some of mine? I literally have the same flavor as you, sis!
She's
I know,
already
right?
got that flavor.
But that's not the same as getting a little extra from your mommy.
I love you, mommy.
I love you, mommy. I'll take the bite. You ate the treat being offered, much to mom's chagrin and mommy's delight. Cove watched the exchange silently with a blank expression. Mom, on the other hand, shook her head with a fond smile on her face. This game is what got me through the tough times of working at Walmart. It's so real!
Oh my
That's
god!
so real!
You
That-
poor soul!
Well, you better at least give me some then.
Cute family, adorable, sweet, gently hold family.
Could have gotten your own if you wanted ice cream.
What?
What? The kids have ice cream already and they're getting some of yours to boot, and I have nothing? Now is when you decide to be firm?
Honestly, you're so sweet. Laughing, mommy fed some ice cream to your sulking mom. She could never actually follow through with being tough.
There.
There. All better now? Yes.
They're so cute.
Good. How about you, Cliff? Would you like some?
Yes! Yes, I want some! No, I'm still okay, but thanks for keeping me in mind.
They are the lesbians ever. It's true.
Please, just give me
Cove,
one
it's only fair that you get the choice too.
Oh, NTR had dad has a name. Yeah, he has a name. Cove shook his head firmly, concentrating on his own cup. Mommy smiled.
Okay, as long as no one is feeling left out.
Mommy was always so nice to everyone. You looked over at Cove. He was digging into his ice cream, which bore the same pinkish red twirl as your own. Want some of mine? You held your spoon out to him. Glancing up at you, Cove cocked his head with a curious angle.
Huh?
I already have that one. I want to share anyway. Cove looked around awkwardly, but nodded nonetheless. You took out a bit of ice cream and held your spoon out to him. After another furtive glance, he nibbled at it.
Oh.
Mommy was gazing at the two of you. Her mouth was an open smile as if she was about to say something else, but Mom tugged on her collar. Don't embarrass them. Cove didn't appear to hear the exchange. He took the spoon to his own ice cream, excavated some, and held it out for you to eat. Now everyone has a cold, yeah. My honest reaction, yeah, same. I accepted the treat. In the end, that kind of made it pointless. Not the parents watching. Listen, they're real for that. We're being sweet. You each just ate the same strawberry ice cream out of different cups. Your mommy did like to say it was the thought that counted, though.
Hey, if you're sharing too, I'll take some.
You already asked your mom to give you some.
So?
So what? Mommy was gonna let you have a bite. You just didn't take it.
You can
None
have some
for
later.
you.
Not for you is crazy.
Thank you. You're the best.
Could always be worse. My mom would film it. Same.
Damn.
My mom would also film it. She enthusiastically took a bite of your ice cream before then offering you a bite of hers in exchange.
For you, but none for Cove. He doesn't think we should keep sharing.
She stuck her tongue out at him. You're right. I didn't want it.
Always
Ignoring that, she turned her attention back to her own cup of ice cream.
beefing.
Then the first firework cut through the sky, whistling as it ascended until it hit its crescendo in an explosion. The park flashed as if alight. Squealing, Lizzie leapt to her feet, her forgotten ice cream tumbling to the ground as the firework crackled into tiny drops of glitter in the sky.
It's starting!
Everyone else looked up to the sky as another firework whizzed through the air. With each explosion, Lizzie would jump into the air. The event was thrilling. Cove sat by his dad, captivated by the sky sparkles and flashes overhead. Mr. Holden watched the fireworks scene impassively. He did smile at you, and even gave a thumbs up when he noticed you looking over. I still remember doing the sensory issues route.
That's a crazy phrase. I know what you mean, but that's a crazy sentence.
Mommy hopped to her feet, pulling Mom with her, pushing her into joining Lizzie and jumping up in tandem with every crack of a firework. Mommy then bent down to offer you a hand up too. You got up to join your family, because why wouldn't I? Your mom's face was lit up, literally and metaphorically, as you got up off the ground. The four of you shrieked and leapt along with the sparkles in the sky, not trying to contain your joy at experiencing the sights together.
Konnichiwa.
Konnichiwa.
Menanu's Genki.
The fireworks continued, some twisting like the coil of a spring as they arched into the air. Others shooting straight from the ground and shattering into a million tiny specks. Every color got its spotlight in the show, from fiery reds to eerie greens and blues that could rival the ocean. You eventually noticed that at some point Mr. Holden had let Cove perch atop his shoulders, or, more likely, Cove had to be persuaded to give it a try. Still, Cove's face was covered with a wide smile that matched his father's own. You imagined the view from way up there was pretty impressive. It was also nice that they were getting along for once. The show built up to a grand finale that boomed over the park and filled every inch of the sky, the twinkling lights representing the full spectrum of the rainbow. The exhilaration that fueled you while the fireworks were going off was sapped dry now that the show had finished. You collapsed into a giggling heap on the ground, suddenly aware of how your legs ached from your exertion. Lizzie gave a final whoop of delight and shared a high five with Mom as Mommy shouted for an encore into the night.
Sorry, I thought stuck it. I'm still at work. It's okay, 大丈夫ですよ. Shigoto gamba.
Gamba.
You didn't know what that meant, but you liked the way it made Mom laugh. Cove was on the ground again, but continued looking at the sky, dazzled by what had once been. Mr. Holden nudged him, breaking his concentration, yet Cove allowed his dad to wrap him in a one-armed hug. Oh my god. Though the sun had gone down long ago, the air on your bare arms was warm. You took in your giddy family, their spirits buoyed by the firework display. Then your new friend and his father, who looked happy in their own quieter way, and smiled. This had been a pretty special night. And that's it.
Yay!
Yay!
Yatta.
Yatta! Okay, we're like really freaking late.
We're so late.
We're really late. But yeah, everyone, thank you so much for dropping by. I hope that you had a good time. But
Are we rating?
yeah, we're gonna be rating Boba. Where the fuck? Boba Peach Tea.
Kumo Maku raid.
Kumo Maku raid. Yes, that is the message. The message. We're going to be there as well. We're going to be joining in the fun and festivities over at Boba's channel. So,
Yeah.
you know, if you're not sick of us yet, I hope that you join us. If not,
We're gonna
have
be
a
so normal
good
over there.
night. We're going to be so normal. Have a good night. Bye.